Hi everyone and welcome to the 10 stocks for June. This is the video where I pick 10 stocks if I was to invest in right now. These are probably the ones that I would go for unless something happens dramatically where a stock goes down that I really like. Then it probably have appeared in this list. But these are kind of my top 10 favourite stocks right now. I'll go through a reason why each stock is on this list, in my opinion, and why I would invest in it. Now, not all of these I would invest in just right now, like if I just got a load of money I would go buy this. Because I think some are you could get some at a slightly better price when there's a dip, and I'll tell you which stocks they are as well. So if you haven't been watching my videos recently, Boeing, PayPal and Microsoft are the three stocks I currently own in my portfolio. Microsoft is my biggest, then Boeing, then PayPal. Now, Microsoft have held for a very long time, and I don't think there's too much room left in that stock right now. So to get in that stock right now might not be the best idea, but if there's a slight dip, it dropped from, I think it's at $97 per share right now. If that was to drop down to say 92, then that would be a better chance to be getting into that stock. But right now I wouldn't say it's great. PayPal is a very good chance still to get in PayPal. I'm holding that to about $90 per share. And Boeing, I'm holding that to about $3.80 per share. But after yesterday, it's already up to like $3.65 per share, which is pretty good. So I might increase that from $3.80 to $3.90 or $400. I'm not totally decided yet, but it's something that I'm actually considering about right now. Number 4, the big 4, is always the 4. I couldn't really put these in because otherwise it would take 4 places off, and they're always very good buys. But Apple, Facebook, Google and Amazon, all really good stocks. I would say Apple and Amazon are my 2 favourites out of all of them. But like when the dip happened with Facebook, bought in there. Easy money is that one. Apple, I've done Apple a few times already when they've gone down and have held back up again. Long-term holds for like the rest of your life, they're really good as well. So the big 4 are always really good buys if you ever see a dip in one of them. Number 5, I think this has slightly gone up to where you would want to get in, is Alibaba. I would get into Alibaba about 190 personally, and it's sitting about high 198 I think right now. So it's a little bit. You could get it. I think you can get that for a little bit cheaper. And I would hold Alibaba to about 220ish. So that's a stock that I'm constantly watching because I was in Alibaba for a whole year last year, and last year it went up like 60%. So it was a good return on Alibaba. So yeah, definitely hold Alibaba at some point. Number 6, it's one of my favourite stocks if you watch my video. Adobe, I sold out at 240 and it's kind of stayed at 240 since I sold out. I think it's just like it's now a new all high, and it's quite a high PE as well. But the growth on Adobe is really good. It's just kind of like having a cooling down phase, and then it'll probably shoot back up. If I ever see Adobe drop to about 230, then I might jump back in. We'll see. But yeah, Adobe is definitely one of my top 3 favourite stocks right now, even though I'm not invested in it. Visa or MasterCard, I could put MasterCard in there. Visa, MasterCard, both great companies to be buying in. Either one is a good company. No big deal between both of them. I said last time MasterCard was probably my favourite. I might be a little bit swung back to Visa now, but Visa and MasterCard are both quite the same for me. Both really good companies. Number 8, Shopify. I was actually reading a couple of things on Shopify early in the week, and the growth on Shopify, I think it's like 83% in the next year. That's insane. So it's supposed to be turning a profit soon. So Shopify is one that I'm just keeping an eye on, and that could potentially be one that I jump in at some point. So that's one that I'm watching. Probably that's why it's down lower on the list. This one could have been easily higher, Arista Networks. That's sitting at 250 right now per share, and that could easily get back up to 300 per share. It just came off some earnings reports which were quite good, but I think a lot more people were expecting like outstanding growth beats on those earning reports, and it didn't happen. But the actual earning reports were very good. I think like they were up like 40% from last year. But Arista Networks, definitely a good growth company. One that I'm just currently like watching, and eventually if one of these 3 sell, that one and that one, or potentially that one could be ones where I jump in. Adobe, Alibaba and Arista Networks, good ones to be jumping into. And number 10 sneaking in, Monster Beverages. As you know, I was in this a while back, and then I sold to make money for to purchase PayPal when it stepped away from working with eBay. But Monster's a really good company. The growth's really good. It's just been missing a lot of earnings recently, so I'm going to have a bit of a deep read into that one, and I might do a video about it again at some point. But Monster Beverage is definitely a company that I'll be considering buying. It's down nearly its 52-week low, which is crazy. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that one, and I'll let you know what goes on with that one. It's down quite a lot, but yeah, that could potentially be one. But that would have to be probably a longer term hold. So yeah, and the two that I just put two stocks in this corner because I think they deserve a little bit of a mention, which is Nvidia and Win. Nvidia is a stock that I would say that buy at any point when it dips. The growth on that is insane. The only problem with that one is because of the crypto and seeing how it will do beating earnings in the future without crypto, because it beat it comfortably this time, but without the crypto side of it. We'll see what happens. That's why it didn't make the top 10. And one that's out of the top 10, which would same be like 11 and 12, so I just want to mention it, is Wynn Resorts. Always a great company to be invested in. Now it's sorted itself out. So that's a good one. It's at I think 200 per share now, which is a little bit more expensive. So I'd kind of like wait for that one to just dip slightly to buy that one. But they're only just like kind of like 11 and 12. I just wanted to mention them because they're two good companies as well. So that's the 10 for today, guys. So just to recap, 3 that I own, and then potentially any dip in this stock. But the ones right now that if one of these just had a massive jump and they sold, it would either be probably Alibaba, Adobe if it did dip, potentially Shopify. I need to do a little bit more reading on that. Arista Networks, I could do a little bit more reading on that, and Monster, same again, just to get myself up to date with what's going on in the company, because I've not read a lot of stuff since I sold out my shares in them companies. So those are my 10 stocks, guys. Give the video a like, and I'll see you on my next video.